Hello everyone, welcome to a indie review stream. Today we're going to be reviewing a game called Lacuna, which the publishers Assemble Interactive were kind enough to send me a copy of the key for free, so I could review it and give some coverage to it. Now, this is a game made by a company called Digitales Interactive. Fortunately, I have not had the time to look up if they've done anything else, so I don't know if this is their first game or not. However, from what I've seen on the synopsis on the page and also from the screenshots, this is already looking pretty good. This game looks like if you take a similar concept to Disco Elysium and put it into more of a sci-fi setting. Obviously, the graphics are going to be massively different because this is an 8-bit pixel art game. It's that sort of thing. It's good. It appears, it's touts that it's giving you that sort of freedom to interact and play the game as you want, and also live with the consequences and the choices you make. So it's interesting. It's got a very interesting premise to it, and something else I found out, because I started it up to start preloading it, and it faced me with, please select the save slot. So I thought, well, I'll just hold it there just in case it goes into an introduction screen time. And whilst I was setting this up, I happened to look at the trophies. No one has platinumed this yet. This game is 4 months old and has not yet been platinumed. Either it has not been platinumed, or the number of people who have played this versus the number of people who have platinumed it is such a significant difference that it doesn't even register 0.1%. Because there are 2 trophies here which are reading as 0% unlocked, and that's platinum and one for getting all the endings. So that's interesting. That's telling me already that all the multiple endings that are touted in this are not always easy to get. Or, there's a lot of work involved in them. So already, this game is already really, really promising. Really is. I suppose we'll see how it actually holds up. Before diving into things, hello and welcome to both Torian and Mal. Let's see, I have my mods here. Ooh. Well, that's all sorted. Let's jump in. In fact, I'll actually reduce the volume a little bit because it was, it did start off, and as games do, it was quite loud. So switch over here and jump in. No, that's going back to the trophy list. But as you can see there, platinum 0. That's impressive. I've never seen that before. But here we are. So you can already see the art style from this, which it is your 8-bit pixel art style, which there's a lot you can do with that. Sometimes it can just look like a pixel game, like the likes of Uncanny Valley, for example, and then you can make it look like something truly unique, like for example, Claire. Weirdly enough, I actually played both those games on the same day on stream. Oh, let's jump in. Loading. Please wait. That's some really, really nice ambient music. I'm going to change the audio settings though, because it's also quite loud. Okay, that seems to be a good volume level. See, this is something I also appreciate, is when games, in their audio settings, you can hear the change before you confirm or accept it. You don't have to change it, accept, see what it's like, change, accept, see what it's like. It changes as you change it. So yeah, that sounds good to me. Game settings. Text, yes. Dialogue timer, yes. Color text, yes. Reveal dialogue text over time, yes. Vibration function, yes. Text brightness, yeah, that's fine. Seems fine. Welcome back, Torian. Your computer decided to shut off. And hello and welcome, Faye. Welcome to my reviewing. Okay, so we've got pause, move, sprint, interact, investigate, cell phone, confirm, back, toggle highlights, open keypad. Okay. Seems simple enough. Let's just jump right in. So already, like, the character models now, the art style from that looks closer to Uncanny Valley than Claire. Again, not a bad thing. There's still quite a lot you can do with it. I will be still touching on the graphics, just probably not paying it as huge attention. Okay, your progress is saved automatically at certain points throughout the game. All progress since the previous save points will be lost when you quit. You cannot manually save the game or load a previous save. There is no going back. So it's basically, it's like Disco Elysium, but you have no ability to save scum. And yes, it does look gorgeous. You know, the wonderful people who sent me this the key for this game. In fact, I requested it on both platforms, and they sent it to me on both platforms. I did a nice thing. I redeemed one key and sent the other one back to them, and said, "Yeah, I've already got it now." Digitales game. Like I said, I have never heard of Digitales before. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know whether it's it because it sounds like something else that already is around studio-wise, or whether I have actually heard it. Drovia Sector 2. 1800? Okay, walking. That's quite a slow walk. Okay. Stairs. Okay. Over here and... Okay. So you probably can't hear it because the sound is actually a lot lower than I thought it would be. So I'm just going to increase some of the sound volumes a bit. Just like that, just so we can get that. Probably still can't hear it, but the footstep noises are... They're good, they're good. Got a nice bit of ambient noise. Makes it feel like it's, you know, I'm actually in a place that's alive, has some background music. Mirror, over here. Hey, what's up? The icon in the bottom right indicates you can move on with the dial by pressing X. Hold this tutorial, okay. Hey Noah, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. Heard the ship with new people arrived last night. And I think you might be in there. How's your journey through space? It sucked. I felt like I was buried alive with my parents. You headed downstairs, right? I'll come with you. How's life on Drovia? Didn't really like it at first. There's not much going on here yet. I'd to imagine it's going to be like New Jorin one day. When you think about it, it's actually pretty cool. What is? Making history and stuff. Conquering a foreign planet, building the first ever Savient colony. Isn't that exciting? I don't know. I feel like I've seen most of this place already. Well, they're still building it. By the way, where do you live? Our apartment is on floor -8, near the stairs up to the common area. No way, you got one of those fancy apartments? I mean, ours is alright too. I think it's because of my parents' job. All the scientists are in that area. Anyway, I've got to get back home. Recess is almost over. Maybe you can show me around later. Actually, before you go, there's something I want to show you. Can it wait till this afternoon? I don't want to be late. Who cares? Come on, it's really cool. Today's my first day at school here. I don't want to make a bad impression on my first day. Do you want to show me? You'll see. It won't take long. Okay, use left stick and X to select the dialogue option. Later, the choices will be on a timer, which can be disabled in the settings. Okay. Dunno. It seems kind of shifty. It seems kind of real shifty. No, I don't have time. Sorry, I really don't have time. You can show me later, okay? Don't be such a drag. I really have to go. I'm sorry, I really have to go. Fine, your loss. Let's meet again later, okay? My parents got me a new cell. You want to connect? Sure. Alright, I'll message you when school's over. Well, that's a nice little thing. See you later. See you later, Mirror. Press touchpad to open your cell. It's your cell's home tab. It shows your current objective down in the bottom left. Every conversation you have logged in this tab here, you keep track of who said what. That's cool. Okay. Helpful. Restricted area there. Let's go in at Oh, I can't. Curses. X to interact. Okay. Michael Clear, I like you already. And Julian Colbus, I like both of you. I like the sound. The sound in this is awesome. It really is. The art in this is done by one person. Fucking hell. That's impressive. That is impressive to no end. There's voices as well, okay. This is... For one person doing all this artwork, this is really impressive. Bar, apple, wild fruit, blue ice, what's your flavour? Oxygen. Flavoured oxygen. Okay. A shipment of Kashi green caramel bars just arrived. Okay. No way, you have deep-fried tulpa fish. Damn right we do. Only place on Drovia to serve it. You just arrived, huh? Yeah, it's my first day here. I'm so happy you serve tulpa. It's my favourite dish back home. So you want some? Sorry, I'm in a hurry. School's about to start, but I'll be back this afternoon. Go downstairs quickly as well. Oh. Okay, that seems like... That was definitely... I was definitely going the right way, somehow, without even realising it. I was like, oh, it's a 2D game, go to the right. Usually is okay. It's on the computer. That's not the computer. Or is it this? Is this my home? And then, like, I think this is. It's like, oh, completed schooling. It is. Alright. Welcome to today's second lesson. I hope you all had a nice break. This morning I walked you through our learning platform and showed you the curriculum for this year. You'll be taught about the same topics as you would at home. Today we're going to go over some basic facts about our solar system. This won't be news to most of you, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page. I already know all this stuff. Can I skip the lesson and come back later? No, I haven't even told you what exactly we're going to talk about. Let me ask my dad. I'm sure he'll write me a note. Classes are mandatory for everyone, even for the son of our chief of security. I'm sure he'll agree with me. You're all given a map of the solar system as part of your school package. I can see that some of you have already put it up on the wall. Very nice. Please take a moment to double check if it's there. You may need it for your next assignment. Press triangle to toggle your AR module's investigation mode. Once active, it will highlight nearby objects you can examine. Toggle to the right using R2 and the left using L2. Okay. Then investigate using X. Please note you cannot interact with anyone or anything while in investigation mode. Oh, that's impressive. Hey, sweetie, we just missed you. Have fun in class. We're back this afternoon, Mum. Ah. Gara, Drovia, and New Joran. Map of the Six and their moons. I have an evacuation plan to the safe room. Well, I know where I'm probably going to need to be going soon. Looks like you'll have the poster. It'll help you solve the task I'm about to give you. I also have another resource for you, an excerpt from a recent news article. I'm sending you both the sheet and the article now. Open your cell and check your news and sheets tab. Submit the sheet once you think you've got it. Hello, welcome DJ. Time to time it can be useful to stop and think for a while. Some benches, sofas and chairs offer a place to sit down, take out your cell and go over everything you know so far. Excuse me, can you tell me again what I'm supposed to do? Check your cell sheets tab. It contains a closed text for you to fill out and submit. But before you do that, have a look at the poster on the wall and the news article I sent to your cell. They should provide you with all the information you need to solve the sheet correctly. You receive a news article. It's stored in this tab. Select to view the latest news. The little bouncing icon indicates new cell content you haven't seen yet. Okay. Sheets added to this tab of your cell. Select the correct answers to fill in the gaps. When the sheet is due, a submit button appears at the bottom. You only have one shot at getting it right. Oh shit. Oh sheet. Lithium will pass the torch. Commentary by Martha Bold. For almost 4 centuries, lithium-ion technology was the be-all and end-all in battery technology. Up until recently, no one would have predicted the sudden rise of titanium-based energy storage. Just 2 years ago, scientists first succeeded in producing a titanium-based prototype that far exceeded its lithium counterpart in terms of storage capacity, weight, power, and longevity. When vast amounts of the supposedly rare titanium ore were discovered under the crust of Drovia last year, a new gold rush began, the likes of which we haven't seen since Gara's first lunar colonies. 2 very different factions, Gara and a group of Saviants migrants from New Joran, have already secured their spot on the planet's surface, eager to participate in this new technological revolution. Okay. Let's have a look at the poster again. We've got Gara, Drovia, New Joran. Okay. Let's have a look at this sheet now. Solar system. First colony outside of One, the Cradle of Humanity was built in 1608. It was a small science based on the Milton, one of the planet's 3 moons. Fuck. That's... No, not Drovia, New Joran. It is Gara. That is Gara. It was the only moon. It was the only planet there that had 3 moons on it. Fast forward to today, humanity has co-conquered the solar system. The colonization of Drovia started only about a year ago. Saviants from 2, which is New Joran, the closest planet to Drovia, have now established their own colony, your new home Sector 2 on Drovia. This not only gives us Saviants of our own nation, but also access to one of the free world's technology sought out of resources. Titanium. Due to technology innovations, Prince of Titanium is skyrocketed over the last year. Submit. Yes. Alright, Mira, I received a sheet. Let's go over it. First answer is correct. Humanity origined on Gara and settled other planets from there. So we've got the second question. This was an easy one, wasn't it? It's Saviants from New Joran that created their own colony on Drovia. Now for the last question. That's right. We're mining titanium on Drovia. It's a very valuable resource nowadays. Good job, Mira. Looks like you have a grasp of this topic. Let's move on to the next. Hold on. What was that? Connection closed. Call interrupted due to an emergency. Structural breach detected. Please relocate to closest safe room as quickly as possible. They will be locked down in 60 seconds. Emergency exit plans have been distributed to all living units. Well, that's realistic screaming. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Jesus. Help. Anyone, please. Hey, girl, please help me. This door's stuck. Noah, come on, you gotta hurry. But please just grab the door and pull. Can run faster than you. 40 seconds till lockdown. Yeah, screaming. Pretty good. 30 seconds. Yeah, thank God you made it. No, what's going on? Have you seen my parents? No, Oh. Well, that wasn't good. Now, that's a title card. Even after 10 years,
meeting your ex still feels kind of strange. Or maybe it doesn't if you don't still have feelings for her. And maybe it doesn't if the whole world isn't on the brink of war. I don't even know why I agreed to see Kat that day. My thoughts were still lingering on my work. My unit was responsible for the safety of one of the most important visitors Yara had seen in a long time. Joseph Banny, Foreign Minister of Drovia. Whatever came of his negotiations with our president could make or break the relationship between our planets for generations to come. Yet here I was, fighting with my ex about how often I should call my daughter, pretending that it mattered.
Neil, did you hear what I said? Sorry, I got distracted for a second. You listened to the radio? I'm sorry, Kat. They were talking about Banny. This whole thing's really put me on edge. You haven't changed a bit. You know how important it is this time? Yeah, that's what you said every time. Let's get back to Laura. That's why we're here, right? I don't know what else to say. You never visit her. You don't even call her back. You're being unfair. I watched that awful movie with her that you didn't want to see. Come on, that was over a month ago. And you've barely responded to her messages ever since. I don't understand how you can treat her like that. She deserves better. Honestly, I don't like spending time at our old place. What? Why? Oof. Honestly, it's best policy. Reminds me of our life together, I guess. Never seemed to care much at the time. You telling yourself that, Kat? Sure, I'm telling myself that. You were never home. I was starting out at the CDI. None of us were ever home. Whatever. We've been having this discussion for a decade. Laura's a teenager now, and it would be good for her if she had a second parent to talk to. And good for me, frankly. Look, I'll try to do better. Great. Why don't you go up to her right now, then? She's home and I won't be bothering you. I have an appointment. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay. Really? Laura will be delighted. I have to go now. It was good to see you. You too.
As I started walking home, I felt angry at myself. Not for failing to show my daughter how much I cared for her, but for actually not caring as much as she would have deserved. At least that's what I thought I felt like at the time. I was under a lot of pressure due to Banny's visit, and I found it hard to think about anything other than work.
It's very nicely animated. Today marks the 40th anniversary of the tragic Sector 2 incident, which puts an abrupt and permanent end to New Jorah's colonization efforts on Drovia. Oh! Okay, so, 40 years later. Critical structural flaws led to a series of explosions in the colonial mines, which caused big parts of the residential tunnels above to collapse, resulting in over 1,000 deaths. An independent investigation concluded that oversight of the construction projects on the part of New Jorah's public authorities had been dangerously negligent. Following public outcry and pressure from the interplanetary community, New Jorah was forced to shut down its colonization project on Drovia for good. To this day, an addendum to the Space Travel and Planetary Protection Treaty of 1803 forbids the construction of another New Joran colony on Drovian ground. 55-year-old Mira Main and her husband Noah Main, are among the incident's few survivors. Both were able to reach one of the few safe rooms when the explosion started rocking the colony, narrowly escaping certain death. Mira Main's parents weren't as lucky, however. She spent the rest of her youth as an orphan in her grandmother's care. As she tells GNN, she still suffers from PTSD to this day. Tune in tonight for our special installment where Main recounts her memories of the horrific Sector 2 incident. Yes, that's exactly what you do with someone who's got PTSD. I have no sheets. Message, no news, no messages, no news sheets. I've not smoked yet. I have no idea where I'm going. There we are. To visit Laura. It's pretty, it really is. This is a very pretty game. Hey, Laura. Oh, Dad. Hi. You working on your novel? Yeah. No, please stop looking at the screen. It's still very rough. What are you doing here? Well, I stopped by to say hello. I haven't had much time for that lately. Did Mum send you? Kind of. Kind of, but she can't really send me anywhere. I came because I wanted to. Okay. So, how's that novel coming along? Will I ever get to read it? I'm working on a different text right now. Haven't had much time for the novel lately. I'm in that writing contest, don't you remember? I made it into the second round. Hey, not bad. That's great. I've knocked it out of the park because I have to make it to the finals. All the finalists participate in a workshop led by Hannah Slater. That would be so awesome. Who's that? You don't know her? Seriously? She wrote The Tree and The Asteroid. She's the best. Sounds good. I'm sure you'll make it. At least one of us is optimistic. I need to finish this within the next 2 days and it still sucks. I'll leave you to it then. Let me know if you want to go watch another movie. You did like the last one after all, didn't you? I hated it. Sure you did. See you soon, Dad. Aww. So this game, like, I said before, this game is very much similar in its style of how it's done the pixel art to Uncanny Valley. But I honestly think this knocks it out of the park. News. Banny's symbolic visit. This morning, after a 6-week journey through space, the most important guest of this year's Interplanetary Trade Summit has finally arrived on Gara, Drovia's Foreign Minister Joseph Banny. As one of the most radical critics of the Garian state and its colonial activities, Banny has been fighting for more economic and political autonomy on Drovia's part for a while. His central demand at the summit is expected to be Drovia's full emancipation from Garian rule. However, political observers don't expect President Robertson to give in to their demands. The Drovia experts in Robertson's ministry declared themselves against granting the colony more rights and liberties, especially in the light of the Savient Front's growing influence of Drovia. The Savient Front is an extremist branch of the Savient religion and is infamous for defending backwards anti-scientific propositions. Drovian independence would inevitably lead to a stronger influence of this group in our solar system. However, if Robertson doesn't want to escalate relations between our planets, he might be forced to find some compromises with Banny. Interesting. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Like, the art direction on this is so good. Like, really good. Buy cigarettes? Nah, let's go without cigarettes. Be healthy. Don't give in to your vices. That's my best advice.
I looked at my reflection in the glass and down at the layers of city below my feet. I wondered why I'd opened up to Kat about feeling weird at our old place. I didn't want her to think I still missed her. Maybe I did, because something still hurt when I saw her. Although it might just have been the memory of not getting something we wanted, of having failed. As good as we may be at making sense of things, there are some we can't work into the narrative.
Okay, I will say one thing. The voice sounds like it's a bit on the too heavily compressed side. Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad is currently not at home. It's probably because I'm standing in the hallway. Would you like to leave a message? No, it's me, or Neil Conrad. Perform another scan. Scanning is currently not possible. Please contact the system administrator for more information. Great, the scan's probably busted again. I should check my cell. Maybe I got notified about it. Message you in time. Set this tab to view new messages. Oh. Hey Dad, I tried to call you, but it looks like you were busy again. I just wanted to tell you about something that happened in Class A. Remember those Drovian siblings I told you about? They got in a huge fight with some of my classmates over the whole independence thing. Pete said that Drovia would go down the drain without Federation, and one of the Drovian kids just flipped out. Some of the people joined in and it got so bad that we had to call our teacher to stop them from hurting each other. They all got detention. I'll tell you more in person next time. Love you, Laura. Gary Long, work. Hello everyone. The meeting tomorrow starts at 4 o'clock in room 174 at CDI HQ. We need to go over some security details concerning Banny's city tour. See you all tomorrow. Gary. Apartment code. Dear Mr. Conrad, I hope you read this message in time. Your building's ID scanning system broke earlier today and is currently under maintenance. As your apartment will not be available to identify you, you have to enter your backup key code, which is updated every month for security reasons. Your current code is 9264. I will keep you updated on the ID system status. I apologise for the inconvenience. I hope the matter will be resolved shortly. Yours, Andrew Stevens. 9264. Okay. Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad, yeah, I want to enter a pen. When the keypad symbol at the bottom right lights up, you can open it by pressing square. Oh. Okay. 9264. Welcome, visitor. You entered the correct pin. Unlocking door. Hey, Gary. How'd that date with your ex go? Perfectly. What do you think? Well, I hope it was worth ditching me. What's the situation? Our job's done for today. Banny and his staff are with President Robertson now. Tonight they're invited to dinner with some fat cats. Things went over smoothly. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. But goddamn, Banny's guys annoyed the fuck out of me. They didn't miss an opportunity to call us colonialists. One more time, I might have punched them all in the throat. I'm just happy that it's Johnson's responsibility for the rest of the day, so that we're all getting along better after the summit. Not so sure about that. Did you read the article about the trade summit in the news today? Yeah. What about Robertson not really planning on giving Benny anything? They've been saying that for weeks. Let's wait and see. What else do you think will happen? Drovian independence? If you ask me, Benny shouldn't get anything at all. We put the whole colony after all. Anyway, the chief has scheduled a briefing tomorrow morning at 9. Don't be late. Copy that. See you tomorrow. Hey, Horace. Oh, he's got an iguana called Horace. Oh, I love that. How's it going? Pet him. Oh, look at the icon. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I love this even more now. This game has just become the best thing ever. I could go and smoke, but nah. Best game, yeah. Definitely. Second? Oh, that's that. Did I just see the thing? I did, yes. That's the answer you told him, possibly remember, but you need a reminder. Okay. I just got an email. Anyhow, thanks for saying hello to Laura. Even if she didn't show it, she's happy you swung by. Talk to you soon. Aww. Walking into walls causes a slight graphical issue, apparently. Any game where it has petable animals in, immediately better. Doodle dance. Hello, love. 2 AM. Hello? Comrade, it's me. Everything alright? It's not. Bang's been shot. What? How? What's his condition? He's dead. Where are you now? Dead? I asked you where you are, Conrad. I'm at my place. I'll have someone pick you up. You know I don't... It's a 15-minute train ride. I'll be right there. Make it quick. Ah, fuck, lads.
Fuck. How could that happen? I didn't even dare think about the impending political aftermath. This was indeed murder. It couldn't be. I hope there was a mistake. Maybe Gary had gone crazy. Maybe I was dreaming.
It's definitely not.
Foreign Minister Banny's death could be the tipping point in the conflict between Gyara.
It's definitely not wasting any time getting straight into the meat of this. Really is not.
Tensions between our planets. Now it could lead to war. The first interplanetary war. Fuck, he'll snap out of it. You'll figure this out. Focus on the task ahead.
I really love that incredibly empathetic fuck at the beginning of his voice line. Sure. There you are, comrade. Took you long enough. Evening, Gary. Fill me in. Seems like Banny was shot by a sniper when he was out on the balcony. The secretary was with him when it happened. Clean headshot. He was dead on the spot. Staff's pretty shaken up, but nobody else is hurt. Any developments since he was shot? Anything suspicious? No. Seems the sniper hit their target and ran. Also, the staff, they had noticed anything unusual prior to the attack. Secretary and the priest said no, and the bodyguards refused to talk to me altogether. How come? Bunch of radical Drovian nationalists, conspiracy nuts. Give them a moment, they're all traumatized right now. They're supposed to be professionals, they've got to snap out of it. They keep refusing to cooperate, I'm taking them in for obstructing our investigation. This is Gara, not some lawless rock. Hold on, did you say priest earlier? Yeah, a guy from Banny's staff, his spiritual advisor and a somewhat prominent Savian front member. The guy's fucking annoying. Corey says he can barely keep him away from Banny's body. What's the priest trying to do? Fuck if I know. Some weird ritual. Anyway, we're trying to find out where the shot came from. It has to be one of the opposite high-rises, but we don't know which one. We've already started looking into it, and I think we can pretty much rule out the casino. We've ramped up security tonight because of a big fancy event. It would be near impossible to get a gun in there. And very stupid. We need to track down the perp as soon as possible. Get up there and give Young a hand. Copy that? You realise how big of a shit show this is, right? I can't believe he got shot. What did we miss? I mean, we checked everything, kept tabs on everyone, but he seems to be in nobody's crosshairs. How in God's name could that happen? Well, let's find out. Seriously, comrade, we better have quick results on our hands. If we don't, we'll be the first 9 to be out of a job. Yeah, and you know there might be a war. Just get up there and find out where that shot came from. Report back to me when you're done. I have a few phone calls to make. Roger. Thought it was Gary, not Roger. Get in there and talk to Young. I'm guessing this is Young. Neil, over here. It's always nice to see you, except, you know, in the middle of the night and there's a dead guy on the balcony. Yeah, well, I call that Tuesday. Please tell me that symbol hit was actually because of the joke. Please tell me that actually was timed. It's Friday. For real, I'm glad you're here. Gary's been acting like, you know, himself. I'm just saying I'm a mobile lab and I could use your help. Our number one priority is to find out where the shot came from. Chief already prepared a case sheet. Let me send it to you right now. He wants you to submit it as soon as you think you got it. Take a look around and talk to Benny's staff. Benny, not Benny. Maybe that will get us close to our answer. Got it. Oh, and one more thing. We're still missing the important piece of the puzzle. We didn't find the bullet yet. Let me know if you do. Alright, on it. Okay, investigate the scene. It's got outline mode. Objects with yellow outlines can be interacted with. People with orange outlines have something to tell you. People with objects with blue outlines hold new information being examined. Grey outlines mean you currently have nothing new to learn from that person or object. As you progress, people and objects you already interacted with might not hold new information. Oh, I see. The bullet is split in the wall right behind this closet. It's locked. The Sakura Hotel looks like a fancy place even at a distance, maybe 150 meters away. The casino, pretty noisy place. Might help disguise the sound of a gunshot, about 200 meters away. Foreign Minister Banny, as dead as it gets. Clean headshot. Rocket Tower, how's the Samil Media conglomerate? About 300 meters away. To a trained sniper, those distances are nothing. A Gadel Hotel, those are all over the city, 180 meters from here. So I'm already counting 2. You've got a Gadel Hotel, you know, they're all over the city, they're common, they sound like they're, you know, like motels where people don't really care all that much. So it'd be quite easy to get there. Or that manufacturing plant, which seems to have been, you know, gone. Two wooden spheres dubbed bawas. Savants use them when praying together. Arjan. Excuse me, sir. Are you with the CDI? I am. Neil Conrad. Pleased to meet you. I am Priest Arjan. I was Mr. Banny's spiritual advisor. I kindly ask you let me take off of Mr. Banny's jewelry. It's a very important part of the Savant farewell ritual. We must free the dead from their worldly possessions so that they can safely cross over to the afterlife. It must be done before the soul's completely left the body, and we're running out of time. I'll hand the jewelry over to the CDI right away. It has no value to me. I understand, but I can't have you moving the body. It's crucial evidence that can't be tampered with. Do you believe in something, Mr. Conrad? That doesn't matter. My personal convictions are irrelevant here. CDI has a clear protocol concerning the handling of murder victims that it does not allow touching them. So you believe in protocol? Listen, Mr. Arjan, I'm not here to discuss philosophical questions with you. Please, I will be very careful when taking off the jewelry. I will make sure not to alter any of the evidence. The Garian state likes to pride itself in its tolerance and liberty. It's your chance to prove to me that those are not just empty words. Sorry, we can't take any chances here. If you want us to find the culprits, please stay away from the body. So they're empty words after all. I pray for the corrupted Garian soul. Alright then, I'm sorry. I'm keeping an eye on him. Good. Good officer. Oh, you've got something important to tell me. Hello, Neil Conrad, CDI. Are you with Mr. Banny? You already talked to your colleagues. I know, but I need your help with something. Do you know where I can find the key to the cupboard upstairs? Why would you need to look in there? I think it contains an important piece of evidence. I'd prefer if you didn't mess with anything before Drovian authorities arrive. Drovian authorities? We prefer this to be handled by our own people. The sniper will surely be off planet by the time that happens. We'll share our findings with them anyway, I promise. Unlike you promised to protect Mr. Banny. I understand you're upset. We'll take full responsibility for this when the time comes. You will, huh? What will the punishment be? A promotion? It's okay, Eddie. We don't want to fight. It's only convenient for Gara that one of the champions for Drovian independence is out of the picture. Please calm down. Sir, please calm down. We're on the same side here. I understand how you feel, but the perp is still out there. We need to get to them quickly. If they have another target, we need to find out now. Shouldn't be too hard. Who else is pissing off your government? Please be reasonable. I'm not your enemy. Yes, you are. Listen, the assassin might be on their way to their next Drovian target right now. You can't do anything about that, but the CDI can. You decide if your personal grudges are more important to you than your people's safety. Just give him the key. It's not like there's anything in there. Fine, here's my keychain. It's better lead to something. Much obliged. Oh. Young, look at this. The bullet was inside the cupboard, as we expected. Here it is. Good work. Hold on. Let me have a look. This kind of projectile usually doesn't go very far. They probably use a comparatively small rifle to better disguise the gunshot. It's fired from a distance of no more than 200 meters. I'd say 250 tops. Good to know, thank you. By the way, I forgot something earlier. There. You should be able to now submit the sheet I sent you. Don't know if you have all the evidence yet, but you're now able to send me your conclusions once you do. Okay, so that one... So that's... 150. That's far too far away. The casino is 200 meters away. That's, at maximum range. So the casino is within maximum range, but Gary did say he's ruled it out. I still think it's the Gadel Hotel. It'll be the easiest to sneak a small rifle in there because they won't care as much. Although at the same time, you could sneak a rifle into a high-profile hotel if you're enough of a VIP. But why would a high-ranking VIP be interested in assassination? They pay someone to do it. So yeah, I'm saying it's most likely the Gadel Hotel. Oh, you have something to tell me. Good evening. Ma'am, are you okay? Huh? Yes, we were just talking about our plans for breakfast, and then he... Is there anything I can do for you? No, like I said, I'm okay. Are we safe here? What if the sniper comes back? The sniper is long gone. They're a clear target. You're not in danger. For a second, I thought he just tripped, but then I saw... Do you remember the way he fell? I was standing to his right, and he fell away from me. Do you think the shot came from one of the buildings on the right? I guess so. I just stood there and stared at him. Then Smith came and pulled me inside. Thank you. That's all. People on their way will keep you company. They should be here soon. This investigation game, that's funny. Yeah, it is. It is really cool and it's really, really well done. What's this? I can see why they call this a sci-fi noir adventure. It has all those tropes. And it's so good. It is really, really well done. Okay, so, based on that, so if she was standing here, and he fell away from her, then the shot would have come from one of these two buildings, which means that it's very likely the shot came from the Sakura Hotel. It's within distance, and it would you know, give the impact. Unless it was, you know, an extreme range there. But that's very likely not going to be it. Okay. Anything invented says will be catalogued here, neatly organised by location. Oh, look, clues. Garden Mansion District. Any foreign minister by his dead gets clean headshot. Bullet split in the wall right hand of the closet. It's locked. If one bullet was inside the cupboard, you can say it belonged to a small caliber rifle. 150, 170, 200. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it coming from the Sakura Hotel. The shot was fired from Sakura Hotel. Do you really want to submit it? Yes. Talk to Young. Yeah, I saw you submitted the sheet. Report back to Gary and ask him what to do next. I think you should get to the location. Got it. See you later. Unbelievable. Alright, I was going to try and give him his keychain back. Fine. Any new findings? The bullet probably came from the Sakura Hotel. Good job, comrade. I'm saying Saito to lock the place down. You head over there. I'll catch up as soon as I can. Listen, about those bodyguards. Took them some convincing, but they helped me find the bullet that killed Banny. Cut them some slack and question tomorrow when the shock has worn off. Since when did you have a soft spot for Drovian extremists? I don't, but these are special circumstances. Anyway, you should get going. I'm on my way. Entering.
It wasn't until I was on my way back to the train that I noticed the park's obscene size. The night was cool, and the Mansion District was probably the quietest place in the whole center. It was one of the last spots in the area where buildings hadn't been stacked on top of each other like toy blocks. My head was unusually clear, and to my surprise, I noticed that I was in a good mood. In retrospect, I believe that it stemmed from a sense of purpose driving me forward that night.
Young, what's up? Listen, Neil, the police just got an anonymous tip from Sakura Hotel. Whoever sent them didn't provide a lot of details, just they had been in contact with a suspicious person. Why so vague? I don't know, but it looks like you definitely got the right building. Thanks, Young. Talk to you later. Okay, whoever did the design of this has been to a bloomin' subway station before for definite. I be smart. This game is really intriguing. I really like it. So far, all the things it was boasting about are actually true. Oh, that was cool. That was a nice little detail. The hover car's going in front of the screen. That is really cool. It gives a nice bit of depth to this. Good evening, Neil. Hey, Saito. Looks like you beat me here. Well, the rest of us use cars, you know. I know. Let me bring you up to speed. We locked down the hotel and told the staff that nobody can go in or out. Holloway is keeping an eye on everybody in the lobby. Flew up a drone to the highest room. Long said that's where the sniper might be. It's empty, lights out, and no signs of life. Figured as much. Snipers don't usually stick around. But I did see lights in the room below. Maybe the guests in there saw or heard something. Pay them a visit. Receptionist said that the sniper's room was vented out to a gentleman named Diaz. So got his ID chip number already. Currently running a citywide search for it, but without success so far. Do we know what Diaz looks like? They don't have any surveillance cameras in the hotel. You know how it is. Rich people in their privacy. So no, we don't know what he looks like, but maybe you can find out. I opened up a sheet. Let me send it to you. The art direction in this is absolutely amazing and on point. What do you tell the staff? Do we have reason to believe that a dangerous criminal escaped from the hotel? Good work. Let me know if you get hit on our perps ID. I'll be inside if you need me. Good luck. Good evening. Good evening. Neil Conrad, CDI. Could you answer a few questions? Naturally. Do you have any relevant information on Mr. Diaz for me? Anything suspicious? Nothing out of the ordinary. Send all the information we have to your colleague. Payment info, ID number, those kinds of things. I see. I'll have to look around Diaz's room. Do you have a universal keycard or something? If it is absolutely necessary, yes. It is. Here you go, sir, but please be careful not to disturb any of our guests at this late hour. Thanks, I will. Good evening, Agent Long, CDI. Hey, Gary, got a key card. Let's have a look at Diaz's room. Alright, let's get up there. Please keep it down the corridors if possible, and mind the carpets. This is why I don't like fancy hotels. Gun drawn, of course. Almost empty whiskey bottle, and pretty expensive one at that, judging by the receipt. Piece of paper. It's empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle. Might be relevant. Fancy bathtub. Maybe the perp used it. Should have a whole bathroom checked for DNA. Ew. What's this? Hey Gary, could you come over for a second? Did you find something? I'm pretty sure a piece of the window pane was cut out and put back in. Judging from the blue residue, they used a pocket laser cutting device. You think the sniper could have fired from here? It's possible. It had to be a really good shot, though. I also saw a tiny bloodstain on the carpet below. Maybe the perp cut himself while he handled a piece of glass. Good work. I'll go back to my post and call the DNA guys. Let me know when you're done. The glass and put back in. You know what, I kind of wanted to... What the? Stay calm, man, with CDI. Stay calm, man, with the CDI. And I'm the CEO of Norton Robotics. I'm serious. We're Agent Conrad along with the CDI. I'm also serious. I'm Clarissa Norton, CEO of Norton Robotics. Oh. Didn't CDI teach you to knock first? We're in the middle of a high-profile investigation. Manners still matter. On that note, would you mind calling off your armed drone? Fine. Please make yourselves comfortable. We'd rather stand. You need to answer a couple of questions. Everyone wants a piece of me these days. Make it quick, I'm a busy woman. Ooh. Do you know your upstairs neighbour? Do you know your upstairs neighbour? Here in the hotel? I never saw him. But I heard him take a phone call in the corridor earlier around 11 o'clock. 11 in the evening? In the corridor? I believe he was pacing up and down the hall until the person he called picked up. Then he went to his room. Was it a live conversation, or did he get a recorded message from someone off planet? He spoke too, so it must have been a live conversation. What did he say? I don't know, I didn't pay much attention. He might not have spoken Garian at all. Anything else? Make it quick, I'm a busy woman. Gunfire. You hear a gun earlier? A gun? What kind of war zone is this? Answer the question, please. No, but now that you mention it, I heard some noise earlier, sometime between 1 and 2 AM. Thought someone had popped a cork. Anything else? Pop. That's all, thanks. So you're going to leave me alone now? We might still have to bring you in questioning, but for now, please stay put and wait for further instructions. Of course I'll stay, my tea isn't even cool enough to drink yet. I think we're done up here. Let's go downstairs. A couple of potential witnesses waiting in the lobby. We really need to track that Diaz guy down. Maybe one of them has seen him or leave or even spoken to him. Go ahead and question them. You should also have a look around. It's no crime scene, but you never know where you'll find a clue. I'm waiting at the reception. Come talk to me when you think we're done with this place. My partner's a dick. Oh. Okay. Saito, anything new? Well, I tried to find out how Diaz escaped from the hotel. Banny was shot at 1:39. I suppose that Diaz left shortly after that, probably between 1:45 and 2:15. So you have an idea of when he left. The big question right now is how. There's a functioning ID scanner on the door that only picked him up once when he arrived. That means he can't have left through the front door. Could he still be here? No, I've had my drone scan the whole building for his ID twice already. He must have gone out through the back door, but you don't get far that way by foot. My theory is he was picked up by a getaway driver in the backyard. There's a vehicle tracker on the launch pad that scans each car at the exact time it lands there. Cars aren't allowed to stick around for long on the launch pad, just meant for quick deliveries and pickups. Here's the thing, I went to ask the guard to pull data for me a couple of minutes ago. He said someone had turned it off earlier tonight, swore it wasn't him and that he hadn't noticed. We have to find out who it was. If we confront whoever helped Diaz get away, we might find out where he went. Sending a sheet to yourself, submit it as soon as you think you know who to save for the tracker. Maybe the traffic data will still help, even though parts are missing. The guard said your AR module can read it directly from the scanner on the launch pad. Roger that. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question? Happy to help. Vehicle tracker. My colleague said the guard is in charge of the vehicle tracker in the backyard. Is that correct? That's the same. This is so good. This has gripped me so quickly. Yes, Mr. Smith. Is the tracker ever turned off? Turned off? No, it operates around the clock. It doesn't usually break or have hiccups of any sort? I don't think so. It was installed the day before yesterday. Can't imagine it's already acting up. Mr. Smith can certainly answer your questions about the tracker in more detail. He's usually not in contact with our clients. I apologise if he appears untrained. Thank you. Happy to help. He's already set. We've already had confirmation, so no need to go over that. That's all. That's all for now. All that's off. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you? You see anyone leave between 1:30 and 2:15? I was right here all night, but I really didn't pay attention to that, sorry. We gave a concert early and I kept playing for the people that stuck around. Thank you. Have you met him? You ever met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? A guest from the 8th floor? I think I talked to him yesterday. He was having a late night drink at the bar after he arrived. I was packing up my things when he went to his room. I asked him about the viola he was carrying. Quite an expensive model, I have to say. Viola, huh? Did he show it to you? No, he kept it in his case. He generally wasn't the talkative type. That's, that sounds like that's where he was concealing the gun. What does Diaz look like? He's a redhead with a beard. Thank you. It's all up for now. Oh. Excuse me, madam. Can I ask you a few questions? Okay. You ever met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Doesn't ring a bell. Don't think he ever came to my bar. Thank you. I have another question. Yes, he did, though. Do you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was back in the kitchen cleaning some glasses. Had a lot of dishes to do after the concert tonight. Ah. There I go now. I have a young boy at home and the sister can't stay much longer. I'm sorry, but the hotel is on lockdown until further notice. You might want to give them a call. It could be a while until you can leave. Thank you. That's all for now. Evening. Can you answer a few questions? I heard that the vehicle tracker was turned off tonight. Do you happen to know why that is? No idea, really. It's supposed to be running around the clock. Sure it's turned off and didn't just malfunction? Pretty sure. Said it was offline. Just turned it back on. It seems to be running fine now. But it's only been there for 2 days. It's a good brand too. Have you turned it on or off from anywhere other than this booth right here? No. It's just been you here all night? Nobody else? Wow, sometimes I take a break. Usually ask Felicia or Bernard to take over and keep an eye on everything. Felicia or Bernard? Or Bernd? Felicia's the bartender, the one who won't shut up about that stupid kid. Bernd's the pianist. Did they take over for you tonight? Yeah, let me think. Felicia at 22:10, Bernd at 0:45, both for about 15 minutes. Thanks. Have you met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Who's that? A guest from the 8th floor. He arrived last night. No, haven't talked to any guests in a while. Thanks. You see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? Or a car picking someone up? Could be. Bunch of people got picked up after the concert. I'm more interested in people going in than out. See, when was the concert over? Started at 2:30, 8:30. Took about 3 hours, but some people stuck around the bar a little longer. Thanks. That's all for now. I think Mr. Burnt has something to tell us. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you? Vehicle tracker was turned off earlier tonight. I'm wondering if you might know something about it. Do you stand in for the guard tonight? I did, but just for a few minutes, and I touched nothing. Was the tracker still turned on while you were there? I really don't know. I just sat there until he came back. Thank you. That's all for now. Sus. Excuse me, madam. Can I ask you a few questions? Okay. Vehicle tracker was turned off earlier. I'm trying to find out why. Do you know anything about it? I heard you briefly go over the guard a while ago. I did, but why would I turn off the tracker? I wouldn't even know how. Thank you. That's all for now. I think the pianist has got a bit of sussiness going on. A little on the sussy side. Let's see. You see anyone leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was fast asleep until I got called down to the lobby. I have my own room upstairs. Your own room? Do you live here? Mostly, yes. Thank you. Happy to help. What does Diaz look like? You know what Mr. Diaz looks like? Unfortunately, I've never met him. The reception wasn't occupied when he checked in last night. He used our electronic check-in service. Thank you. That's all for now. Okay. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No. Going for a smoke? Yep, might as well. Sounds like you're going to keep us here for a while. Probably. I have a question. Do you always store your whiskey in the backyard? That's an expert brand to just leave out here. Oh, looks like they forgot to bring in part of tonight's shipment. I'll let the bartender know. Was the whiskey dropped off here by car? Yeah, the alcohol often comes in pretty late. Do you remember when they landed tonight? No. Wait, I do actually. I saw them arrive when I went back in after break. It was precisely at 10:10. Are you sure about the time? Yeah, I was looking at my cell right at the moment because I got a message. Thank you. Very expensive looking whiskey. Ah, log. He said precisely 10:10. That says 10:04. Mr. Pianist is lying out of his arse. He is lying out of his arse. I think that's actually all the evidence I can get. So I've got 2 new sheets. Okay. What's Banny's murderer's one? Oh! Perhaps hair is red. They probably have a viola case. And their beard is red. Diaz could escape unnoticed because the vehicle tracker was turned off by the pianist. Comrade, I saw you submitted your sheet. So what do you think? Vehicle tracker in the backyard was turned off by the pianist. The pianist? You think that guy would be capable of manipulating a tracker? Gentlemen, wait a second. I got a hit. A hit? Yes, on Diaz's ID. He was scanning a train station in the lower layers. Go work, Saito. Neo, you should get there immediately. Take the next train. I'll join you as soon as I can. Roger that. Conveniently before I can, ask Mr. Pianist some extra questions. So invested in this game, I really am. This is absolutely incredible. I've worked out that thing that comes in the bottom left is... Phone just lit up for no reason. That probably was a reason, but not that I can see. No. Who is Joseph Banny? Everyone knows Joseph Andrew Benny is one of the figureheads in the push for Drovian independence. But what kind of person is he in private? What are his fears and concerns, his goals and needs? The Garian Gazette had a peek behind the curtain. Banny was born in the late 1700s in New Joran. When his father started a new job in the mines of Sector 2, his family moved to Drovia, and after barely surviving its deadly collapse, relocated again to Sector 1. Interviews and public discussions, Banny often emphasises the exploitation his family has suffered at the hand of its colonial rulers. Like many other Saviant families, he says they always struggle to make ends meet despite working hard and long hours. Banny usually fails to mention the Garian grant for Drovian talents that enabled him to study law and ultimately kicked off his career in politics. In an interview with Drovia today, Banny declared that securing a better future for his own and all Drovian children was his ultimate goal. He has 2 college-aged sons, Harris and Tim, from his first wife, and a 2-year-old daughter with his new, much younger wife, Lisa Lacoste, who he met as an advisor on his legal team. A few months ago, however, rumours spread of yet another relationship crisis began to spread when Banny was spotted multiple times in inappropriately private settings with his secretary, Miss Laren. Oh my. Oh no. Oh. Well, there was me trying to go for, not smoking at all and I accidentally smoked. Pose at the woman. Get your hands off me. Please stop resisting, ma'am. Why am I being arrested for? You have no right. I want to talk to my lawyer. Do you have a lawyer? Maybe. You don't know. Let's go on down to the station then, because that's where we're going. No, why are you wasting time on me? There's a guy with a rifle around here. Miss Grindle, there isn't. Let's go. Hold on just a second. Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI, the Central Department of Investigation. The case leads me here. May I ask what's going on? So glad you're here, sirs. 2 officers are making a grave mistake. The whole quarter should be locked down right now. There's a man with a rifle around here. Miss Grindle calls us every week. Last time it was for a car that was too large for its parking spot. Before that, she called us on a street vendor because he was lurking outside the apartment block. She's been doing that for a long time. We're finally bringing you in for wasting our time. Sir, please, you're with the CDI. Your oath demands you take me seriously. I don't recall an oath about a Miss Grindle. Don't you see I'm one of yours? Your CDI? No, I'm an upper. I don't belong down here. When my husband was still alive, we had a nice place in the upper layers. It had sunlight and proper walls and no drug addicts lurking around the entrance. I've just fallen on hard times for a while. Enough. You've been living here for 12 years. Let's go. Sir, I swear I overheard some dangerous people. They have a gun and some important data or something. They killed somebody already. She said, is it done? And he said, he's dead. You tell me the story from the start, please? I was watching something online when I heard voices coming from the apartment next door. I was surprised. It's always so quiet that I wasn't even sure if someone lived there. It was a man and a woman, and they seemed to be fighting about something. I wanted to make sure it wasn't domestic abuse, so I turned off my program and listened. You never know down here. What did they fight about? I can show you. When I got suspicious, I recorded them with my cell. You did what? That's in violation of... Just listen to it. The things they talked about. Did you send the logs to me? Yes, of course. Thanks. I'd like to ask all of you to stay put until I've had a look at the conversation. You're wasting your time, but whatever, we'll wait. Man, they really did number on your face, but I have to say, I kind of like the new look. I don't. Are you drunk? You don't have to be drunk to have an opinion on your new face, but you smell like whiskey, and what the hell happened to your arm? I cut myself. It doesn't matter. Oh, this hideout's really a shithole. I've only been staying here for a few days. Where's your violin? Funny. I gave the rifle to... Zora, listen to me. We don't have much time. I passed by a scanner on my way here. They're probably on my tail already. Fuck, what were you thinking? You're still wearing the ID chip? Why don't you go straight back to HQ and have it taken out? Able to procure the data? Yeah, the old man didn't suspect a thing. Listen, you need to give it to me. The boss called and said there was a change of plan. I'll take care of the handover. Called the guy we're meeting and told him that I was coming instead of you. He seemed a bit pissed, though I think I woke him. Didn't expect him to be sleeping at 11. What's your mind? They know your ID. They'll catch you for sure up there. I know the routes you were going to take. I know how to get on and off Jora's Plaza without being scanned. Why didn't the boss tell me about all this? And why the fuck did we change plans? Talked to the boss after the hit. He told me to come get you. No idea why they... Come on, Zora, give me the stick. We need to move now. The CDO could be here any minute. Voight, you're... Let me get my stuff. Give me the stick. Fine, here it is. Where are we going? We should split up right now. Keep your head down and wait for me to get in touch. Get to the... They won't be able to track me if I... 8:30. Voight, you're not making all this up, are you? Are you crazy? Of course not. Now let's get to this mission over with. Come on. Be careful out there, okay? We're so close to getting out of it all. You too. Really shouldn't believe her. So what do you think of that conversation? Need to see that room. Need to see the room they were in. Can you show me to it? See, I knew there was something fishy. Follow me. Thank you. What's this about? What's going on? This might be important for a case I'm working on. What case? It's classified. This game is so good. It really is. It's so good. Oh, need to go upstairs. Actually, keep an eye on where she's going and follow her. This is where I live, and the voices came from right next door. Thank you. Watch my back, officers. Hello? Anyone home? CDI, open up. You are surrounded. Come out with your hands on your head. I don't think there's anybody. Shh. You're not coming out. I'm opening the door on the count of 3. 1, 2. Smash. Everyone on your knees. Hands on your heads. I'm coming in. Clear. Please stay in the corridor, Avery. I'll have a look around. Damn, that was intense. What did I just pick up? It didn't actually say. Excuse me, Miss Grindle. I found this key here. Any idea where it might belong? Oh, really? Let me take a look at the tag. Apartment 9, huh? There are apartments in this building, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. The tag belongs to the old system. My apartment used to be 4. The one you just searched was number 5. There's a floor plan over there. Maybe you can make sense of it. Thank you. Comrade, what's going on? Hey, Gary. We just got really lucky. I think Mrs. Grindle over here just called the cops on our guy. Looks like your real name is Boyd. He met a woman named Zora in this apartment here. I have parts of a recorded conversation between the two. Sending it to you now. Where'd you get that? Let's just say Mrs. Grindle is very interested in her neighbourhood. From what I understand, the woman stole some data from an old man and gave it to the sniper. He in turn is going to hand it over to an unknown third party at Jora's Plaza at 8:30. Good job, comrade. I'll immediately inform the chief. We have to intercept this handover. Why would the sniper physically bring the data to someone, though? The explanation I have, that it's tagged. That network will pick it up as a leak. But that would mean it's highly confidential data from the government. It's the best reason I can think of. Maybe they're just being extra careful. Hey, I found a key in the apartment the woman was hiding in. Belongs to another unit in the building. Maybe we'll find more answers there. Do you know which one it is? There's a number on it, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. Miss Grindle says her apartment was 4 and the one next to it was 5 in the old system. There's a floor plan right there on the wall. Go take a look at it. Maybe you can figure out the way the rooms used to be numbered. I'll call the chief, bring up to speed. Oh Christ, okay. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apartment 33. Apartment 33 is the one we want. So it's that one. It's the yellow. It's the one that's the yellow. Of course, it's the one that's the yellow. Let me know when you found the lock to that key. Well, I have. I just can't get there. Okay, let's have a look at the floor plan again so I can actually get here. Okay, it looks like there's something on the side, which means I can go up. Oh, wait, no, there's a fire escape. There's no actual way to get up there. And it could help. That was intense. Key won't fit. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Torian and DJ, for the hydration reminders, and thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the SCP stream. Oh, I just bought some cigarettes.
I felt sorry for the old lady. Descending through the layers was easy these days if you didn't have one of the few jobs that still existed. Basic income wasn't enough for most people, even around here where living was relatively cheap. Although somehow our economy had never been more productive.
I'm sorry, what? Hold on, I'll get you out of this. Is anyone else here? What are you going to do to me? Are you with her? My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with CDI. Thank fuck. Please, I need water. Of course. Here you go. You hurt? I don't think so. Just very sore. My wrist burned like fire. What's your name? I'm Lila. Alright, Lila, you're safe now. Let me call you a doctor. Alright, medical team's on its way. Can you tell me what happened from the start? Yeah, okay, fuck. She was in here. She looked almost exactly like me. A woman was in here? Is this your apartment? Yeah, I tried to fight, but she was so incredibly strong. It was like looking in a mirror, like I had a twin. She must have had some surgery to look like me. When did this happen? Came home from a client 2, maybe 3 days ago. She was already in here. I turned on the light and I saw myself sitting right over there. I barely had time to react. She dumped me so quickly. She must have some augments or something. Any idea why this is happening to you? Why would she try to impersonate you? I've been racking my brain about that. Is there anyone she might be trying to get close to? I don't think I know anyone important, except for my clients. Maybe? Your clients? I'm making money on the side as an escort agency. So you, I'm not a whore if that's what you're asking. I mostly just dress well and go to dinner parties. We only have high-profile customers. I'm a student. It's a good way to pay the bills. Maybe she was trying to get close to one of your clients then. You think? I mean, it could be. I missed an appointment while I was tied up. Thought my boss would come looking for me, but nobody showed. Do you think she went to him? Oh no, what if she did something bad to him? You can testify that I've been here all this time, right? Don't worry, you're not the suspect. Who was the client? A public official or something. I don't recall his name. He wanted me to spend a night at his place. My boss said he was a regular customer, but I've never met him. Do you have any more data on him? Name? Address? It's all on my cell, but the woman took it. See, is there another way to find the client's data? We might be onto something here. My boss at the Lotus Escort Agency has all of it. It's just around the corner. But don't leave me alone right now. What if she comes back? Staying here until reinforcements arrive. You won't be left alone. Knock, knock. Hey, Gary. Lila, this is my partner, Agent Long. Gary, could you keep an eye on Lila here for a moment? I need to follow a lead of her employer. I'll explain everything later, okay? Babysitting duty here. Alright, I guess. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Lila, how do I find the escort agency? Just go all the way up to the roof of this building. You'll end up at the next highest layer. Take a right, and you can't miss it. Thank you. Well, that was unexpected. That was real unexpected. I'm not gonna lie, this game has really got me hooked. Ah. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Closed. We're closed. I'm not a customer. Neil Conrad, CDI. Ah, good morning. That's a surprise. What leads you here? One of your employees, Lila. Lila, sweet girl. Nice and reliable. When did you last see her? Not in a while. I just relay orders to her cell as they come in. Sometimes she doesn't accept. Mostly she does. There's a client she had this week. I need to find out more about him for a case. Oh, okay. Did he do something to her? I can't tell you. Could you give me his name and contact details? Oh, Mr. Conrad, I would love to help really, but it's very important that we protect our client's privacy. I'm sure you understand. I can't risk my business like that. I'm gonna have to flush him with a court order. Look, I can go and come back with a court order. It's going to be a whole thing, much harder to hide than you just telling me right now. Okay, Mr. Conrad, I have a proposition to make. I'm putting my business at risk by helping you, but you can help me make things up for the damage. There's another issue that puts me in a very uncomfortable spot right now. One of my employees has quit on me despite her contract running for a few more months. I told her I needed her. She already accepted several offers over the next few weeks. We have a reputation to uphold. Our clients will be really upset if I cancel their appointments. Those are all high-class people relying on our services. I told the local police already, and they wouldn't listen to me. But I have the contract right here, see? It's signed and everything. You can get her to fulfill her duties, at least the appointments she already confirmed, and I guess I could help you too. Did she say why she wouldn't do anything more? You ask her. She says she's quitting and she's been ignoring me ever since. How about it, Mr. Conrad? I'll talk to her. What's her name? Sheila Nowak. See what I can do. Even if she doesn't come back, you're helping me for trying. Okay, fair enough. Tell her we're good if she goes to the client she already agreed to. Maybe she'll listen to you, and don't mind her family. They're weird folks. Saviants. Their unit is just below us. Fastest way down is to that big apartment building. If you're back down at the train station, you've gone too far, and the wrong direction. Be back soon. Please stay put. Layers. Doesn't help. I'm actually going to have to search this floor by floor, I think. Ah. Oh, wait, no. Right. Good evening. Good evening. Sorry for the intrusion. My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with the CDI. Looking for Sheila Nowak. Is she here? What do you want from her? I would like to tell her that myself. I won't just let some foreigner talk to my sister. Tell me what you want. I showed you my badge. I'm not some foreigner. I'm an agent of the state. That Thompson guy sent you. You're wasting your time. Sheila won't go back to him. I'll make sure of that. It's alright, Antony. Let me talk to him. I can handle that myself. You won't go back to that scumbag. Don't let him intimidate you. Do you mind leaving us alone for a moment, Antony? Sorry for my brother. He's just trying to help. Don't worry about it. So, what do you want from me? As your brother already assumed, Mr. Thompson from the Lotus Agency asked me to pay you a visit. Is that so? He told me you refused to meet your contractual obligations. You're trying to force me to go back. I would like to know why you won't work for him anymore. What if I go back inside and refuse to talk to you? Then Mr. Thompson will probably try to sue you. Listen, I'm happy to help you if Mr. Thompson is forcing you to do something you don't want. No, he would never do that. Sure, he can be a little annoying, but he's certainly not forcing any of the girls into anything. Listen, I want to study space engineering on Themis, but I can't afford the fees. As a droving immigrant without a degree, it's hard to find a good job on Gara. That's why I've been working with Mr. Thompson, but now I have all the money I need. Mr. Thompson told me you confirmed several appointments for the following weeks. Why did you do that? Wasn't it obvious you'd have saved enough by now? That's none of your business. Listen, Sheila, you can trust me, but you have to be honest with me. Didn't do anything that's against the law. Alright, then tell me. I got a call from a woman a few weeks ago. She didn't tell me her name. She promised me a large amount of money if I cancelled all my appointments for the next 2 weeks. It was so much that I don't have to go back to Thompson at all, actually. And you didn't find that suspicious? Suspicious? No, I assumed that some jealous partner was behind it. Wouldn't be the first time. You said she wanted you to cancel all your appointments the next 2 weeks. Which ones are that? Only one yesterday. I got my friend Lila to fill in for me. Lila, huh? Who's the client you were to see? He's a regular. I've been going to his place every month for at least a year now. See someone important. Why do you ask? I'm sure it was some jealousy thing. Please tell me who that client is. I don't think I can do that. Thompson will kill me if I give out the names of our customers. It would be really important for me to know. Maybe he's in danger. Okay, I'll tell you if you promise you won't force me to go back to Thompson. You did sign a contract. You have to understand, it's always been my dream to study space engineering, but my parents... I suppose you know that Savians have their own version of science. If my parents catch wind of my plans to go to a non-Savian university, they'll try everything to stop me. That's why I need to do it secretly, and Tony helped me prepare everything without them noting. My ship to Phoenix leaves tomorrow morning. Alright then, I'll try to convince Thompson to leave you alone. Thank you so much. You want to know the regular customer's name, right? His name is Liam Campbell. He lives in the centre. Liam. Alright, do you know his exact address? 144 Rompos Avenue. Hope he's alright. He's become kind of a friend. Pretty sure he's fine. Thank you and good luck at university. Well, that was a bust.
Liam Campbell. Liam fucking Campbell. It had taken a moment until it clicked because I never called him that. To me and the rest of my division, he was just the chief. That's who the woman had tried to get close to. The Director of National Security at the CDI. My boss. Now what?
Oh!
Follow the chain of command and tell Gary? The chief probably wasn't too keen on everybody finding out about his habit. Maybe I should talk to him first. Then again, it might be too important for the case to be kept secret.
Definitely gotta go to Thompson. Jesus Christ, though! What the hell? This was written by 2 people. 2 people wrote this game. This is amazing. So how did it go? I'm sorry, but Sheila won't come back. Mr. Conrad, I'm sure you're joking. I'm not. She's not coming back. But she signed the contract. I thought you were supposed to enforce the law. Listen, Mr. Thompson. You will leave her alone. Forget about the customer I asked you about. I don't need your help anymore. But if you don't leave Sheila alone, I will come up with something to have your place searched. I'm sure you won't risk that, will you? Mr. Conrad, I must ask you to leave my agency. We're closed at the moment. Remember what I said, Mr. Thompson. Goodbye. So good. Who's that? Is that Gary? Liz, why are you here? Hey Gary, sorry about being short with you earlier. I had to follow an important lead. Was it worth it? It was. Let me fill you in. Apparently, the woman that tied up Lila had some procedure done to look very similar to her. I expect she impersonated her to get close to a customer. Lila told me as much. We had a little chat earlier. Almost positive the client is the old man the impersonator stole the data from. That customer originally booked a different girl, but then someone paid her to cancel the appointment. Wait, why go through the trouble? Why not impersonate the original girl? Guess because she's his go-to. He knows her too well and would notice it's not her. If they know that he'd pick an alternative and not cancel altogether. Maybe that's what he did in the past. Like I said, he's a regular. How do they know it would be Lila? I don't think they did. The sniper said something about the woman's new appearance. Maybe they changed her looks after the appointment had already been accepted. And it healed within a few days? That kind of tech is rare. How's this any of this connected to our case other than the perp talking to that woman? Still trying to wrap my head around that. Seems like an entirely different operation. Any idea who the escorts agency their customer is? Here's the kicker. I think it's our chief. What? Customer's name is Liam Campbell, and his address is in the right area. I need to call HQ immediately. When did she meet him? 2 days ago, I think. Alright, listen up. Meet me back at HQ in half an hour. Let's go over all the facts again and get ready to intervene in that handover. I decided to look into the owner of the hideout apartment. Sort the rest out later. Catching a sniper remains our top priority. Copy that. See you at HQ. Wow.
As I was making my way back down through the maze of Matuna's living quarters, I tried to untangle the threads of the conspiracy before me. Every detail I uncovered seemed to open up a number of new questions. What exactly was the connection between the stolen data and Banny's murder? It felt like there was a bigger plan underneath, like we were just scratching the surface.
Hey Neil, you got any updates? Quite a few. Maybe I have to intercept the perp in the morning. That's fantastic news. Tell me more. Fill you in later. I'm on my way back to HQ now. You on the train already? No, I'm waiting for it at the station. Why? Because I've been racking my brain about how I got there. The side he entered the train station from is a dead end. It looks like there's a canal there and no space to park a car. I think he might have travelled by boat. By boat? Excuse me. Yeah, I know, it's strange, but there's a harbour on the other side of the train station. Have a look around. Thank you, Saito. And for a bar named Red Herring, it's the harbour just past the train station. The Red Herring, really? Really? Sir, may I ask you what you're doing at the Matuna Harbour? Don't think I've seen you before. Good evening, sir. I'm Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI? Holy moly, that's unexpected. My name's Harry Truff. I'm with the TSW. Can I help you? Can I take a look around the harbour? I'm looking for a boat that could be important for my case. Sorry, but the TSW only allows club members and registered guests down at the pier. What about law enforcement? Right. If you can tell me the idea of a specific boat you're investigating, I'm allowed to let you in. Let's see. Maybe I'll get back to you. Okay. Well, I think that's a very good cliffhanger. I'm going to hang the cliff right there. Right there. Because I think that was a very, very good preview of that game. And my good God, honestly, that is so good. That game is so well written already. It's so enthralling. I can see why they went with pixel art. I can see why they went with pixel art for that. Because it means you're not focusing so much on the graphics and your environment. You are looking at the environment, yes, because it's a very nicely laid out thing. But the story becomes central. And it feels like what it advertises itself to be, a noir adventure. It feels like I am playing a noir game. But it's, set in the well, it says in the future. It says it should be in the future, but, the years have been tangled around a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely gets a massive rave review from me. So I highly encourage people to check that out. That is Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure made by Digitales Interactive and was gifted to me by the publishers Assembly. Assembly GmbH, actually. So, yeah. Highly recommend that. It is for consoles and PC, so definitely check that out. I will be covering it more on my streams, but that is where I'm going to be ending the review for it. So, Alright, just my alarm starts going off. So yeah, on that, play more on stream. Oh, yeah, I will. I definitely will. I have to play it now. Yeah, that was so good. It's so good. Just pause it. How expensive is it by any chance? Because it won't show me what the price is because I own it. And it didn't say anywhere else what the price of it is. Like, you know, I can easily see this as being one of the cheaper games because it's an indie game and it's also pixel art, so they usually do put the price down quite a fair bit for these type of games. And honestly though, even if it was more of an expensive title, it's still worth it. 10 on sale, usually 18. Oh wow, that is really good. Because I'm presuming that that's Canadian dollars. That is very, very good. That's what, £5 normally, usually what, 9 or 10? Oh, £6.19 UK. Guess it. Get this game. This is fantastic. I will be playing more of this on stream in the future, but that honestly has to be probably one of the best games. I said this with 35mm when I last played it, but when going back through it and playing it some more, I did notice there's some issues with it. But the story was the key point of 35mm, and the pacing was very amazing, and the atmosphere was brilliant as well, and it was just a slow pace. Whereas this, it hooks you immediately and gets you right into the deep and dirty details of it. But it also has such a simplistic gameplay style and simplistic controls that it's very easy to pick up and just interact with. And it has your cell, which has all of your information, so if you ever take time away from this and you come back in, you can just catch yourself up easily and see, okay, what have I done, what have I seen, all this. It plays like some of the old in-depth point-and-click adventures without being a point-and-click adventure. Like the conversation recording, I remember being a thing from very, very popular in the Gabriel Knight series, and quite a lot of other point-and-click adventures. Like you could go back through your conversation logs to go and see a detail you missed, with the evidence thing as well, and you're building up an investigation. It's just so good. That's such a good game. I really, really loved it. I'm going to be looking forward to playing this. I will quite probably, play this on my endurance stream, because, hell yeah, which is going to be this Sunday. So yeah, you'll be seeing more of this from me on Sunday, but I definitely urge people to get it and check it out before then. Until then, though, thank you very much for coming along and for your support. It's all greatly appreciated. This has been amazing, and thank you again hugely to Assemble GmbH for the key, and a big thank you to Digitales Interactive for making this. It's been fantastic. Till next time, though, my next stream will be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT, where I'm going to be going and playing more Drakengard and probably finishing it, or at least finishing Route A, and then going on to Route B. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And then after that is going to be Sleeping Dogs at 1 AM GMT on Tuesday night, and then after that I'm on holiday until until the endurance stream on Sunday. But until next time, though, again, thank you very much for coming along and for your support. It is all greatly appreciated in whatever way you've chosen to show it. Until then, though, have yourselves a good rest of your evening, a good night, a good day, a good morning, or good afternoon. Whatever time it is for you. Until then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you later. Bye.